don't know about you guys, but I feel like now that the big companies are looking at time as the main metrics when they're looking at pricing, it's come very much at the detriment of any other form of looking at how they pay people, especially when it comes to distance, when it comes to how many miles you're traveling for the fees that you're being offered. I'm seeing on pretty much a daily basis big companies like Uber Eats, Uber Taxi, Deliveroo, etc. dishing out jobs where they think it's fair because they're saying that they're estimating a job's going to take, say, 20 minutes or half. Let's say they're expecting a job to take half an hour, and they're paying, say, £9. So they think, fantastic, this driver's getting £18 for an hour. However, I just feel like they're just, especially now, more long distance jobs are on the food delivery companies, especially. They're just not thinking about the mileage they're asking people to do. And I would like to know what you guys think is fair, because I'm seeing it on nearly a daily basis. Orders coming through to myself, and I've seen people sharing orders that are quite often, especially on Uber, under £1 a mile, which I think is, for me, a complete and utter joke. When I first started doing deliveries, I pretty much always would hit above £1.50 a mile. The thing is, what they're not considering, especially on long jobs, is that, you know, when they're offering sort of £9 and you're driving 15 miles, when they're not thinking about as well is that you're travelling back generally empty, which is why I don't accept these jobs, because I mean, I've seen a few lately where it's a 30-mile round trip and they're offering £9, and then you're looking at that being about 30p, including the drive back per mile, which I don't understand how anyone's making profit after you paid insurance, wear and tear, fuel, etc. So in the future, this is a bit of a research video, really. I am basically after your input as to what you think a fair price per mile is. If the government was to legislate and say, okay, from now on you have to a minimum amount that you're offering drivers per mile that they drive, what do you think would be fair? Would you say £1 per mile as a minimum? Say £1.20, £1.50, or even £2? For me, my target is always for my minimum to be £1.50 per mile. I feel like that gives me enough leeway to pay for everything I need to pay for and make a small income. You know, like just over minimum wage. What I really want to be shooting for, especially if it's raining and there's not many drivers out, and maybe there's a few more jobs than usual, I want to be hitting more like £2 an hour, because then I'm looking at making a decent wage, which I feel like all of us should be making in this day and age. With the cost of living going up, it seems like the cost of prices are going down. So yeah, what do you guys think? I'd love to see your comments down below. What do you think is a fair price that they should be paying per mile? My plan is that I'm going to try and come to a sort of average between what I think and what you guys think per mile, and then I'm going to look at 100 jobs that are offered across Deliveroo and Uber and compare them to what we think is a fair price, and see how much we think maybe these jobs are underpaying based on what our perception of a fair price per mile is. So let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think is a fair price per mile that drivers should be earning. I hope you're all having a great day. Please, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate all your help. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.